wherever you know you've gone wrong, at the end of the program, you make your corrections, make amends, make changes. That is the essence of conducting this program. It is not meant to antagonize anybody. It is not meant to attack anybody. It's not meant to disrespect or insult anybody. That is not what we stand for in this platform. And we will never deviate from what we are doing. But in the course of our message, if there's any way it affects you, if there is any way it goes in a direction that you don't like, bear with us. All you need to do is to think again and make corrections where it affects you. Biafra family war, how disunity and hate are killing the freedom faster than Nigerian bullets. I don't know if any one of us have thought about this. We know our enemies are there, the Zoological Republic. But are you not concerned about the damages we are doing to ourselves in the course of this journey? Are you not concerned about what is going on in the course of this journey? A lot has happened, and a lot continues to happen. Are you not concerned that disunity, hate, are killing the freedom faster than Nigerians' bullets? Are you not concerned that we are the one fighting the war for Nigeria in some cases? My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, I welcome every one of you to another day of truth, another day of courage and awakening. The message might be too hard, but we are going to try as much as possible to say it and speak the word. Today, we are going to face a very uncomfortable truth. A very uncomfortable truth. Not about Nigeria, not about our enemies outside, but about the enemies within. Yes, I said it. About the enemies within. The greatest danger to Biafra may not be Abuja. The greatest danger to the restoration of the independent state of Biafra may not be Abuja. May not even be the bullets or the prisons. It may be disunity, dishonesty, and hate among Biafrans themselves. Have you sat back and think about this over and over again? Have you taken your time to think? When you look at what is going on social media today, those who call themselves media, those of us Biafrans who are on the media, on media space, speaking in a media space where the whole world is watching. When you look at the kind of content they push out and the kind of information they dish out, don't you think that the greatest danger to Biafra may not be Abuja? May not even be the bullets or the prisons. It may just be the disunity, dishonesty, and hate among Biafrans themselves. Before we fight Nigeria effectively, we must first stop fighting each other. Before we can fight Nigeria and get our freedom, we must first of all stop fighting each other. It is a hard truth, but it must be spoken. The time has come. When you see the situation of things and how things are going now, it is important that every one of us change the way we do things. Let's open up and tell ourselves the truth. Our fathers fought a war with courage. But what are we fighting today with? Our forefathers fought a war with courage. But what are we fighting today? What are we fighting today? Today, we are fighting over positions. We are fighting over names. We are fighting over ego. And over who gets the glory. It is sad. Very, very sad and discouraging. Many people have left the struggle because of this. I am in the media. I've been here for a very long time. People call me privately. I speak to people privately. People call me privately and they send me information and details. And I approach people privately. Our fathers fought a war with courage. But what are we fighting today? We are fighting over position, over names, over ego, over who gets the glory, who gets the glory, who his name we mentioned. It is a shame. Biafrans now attack Biafrans online, slander brothers, insult sisters, and forget the bigger picture, which is freedom. Go to various platforms. How many of them are focusing on freedom? How many of them are focusing on the issue that matters? Go and check. Every Biafran platform, go and check all of them. How many of them are focusing on that freedom that matters? Except when there is a trending issue, they jump into that trending issue. After they speak on that trending issue, the next minute they go back in their usual abuse, insult, analysis that doesn't make sense. The only thing you do is to analyze your sister, analyze your brother, analyze your sister, analyze your brother. This one said and that one. Saga. That is what you see. Go to all the platforms that talk about Biafra. It's saga. Every one of them. Go and check. Even when you're silent, you say you don't want to speak. They will push you. They will push you. Some will come and call your name so that you will respond to them, so that they will have a content to do. Instead of focusing on the freedom. Instead of focusing on the freedom, pursuit of freedom, which matters. Biafrans now focus mainly on attacking Biafrans online. Slander each other. Insult each other. And they forget about the bigger picture that brought us together. They forget about the common interest that pulled all of us out. Freedom. But I want you to understand, every single one of us that is in the media, every single one of us, whether you're on the comment section, you watch programs, you attend programs, you share programs, every one of us, I want you to pay attention. Every time we drag one another publicly, we make the oppressors laugh at us. Every single time you on your camera, and all you do is to drag your brother, to drag your sister, to insult your brother, to insult your sister, you make the oppressor laugh. Every time we lie against our own, every time you put up your camera, you share a video that tells lie against your own, you share a video, not just the person that made the video, you that is watching. Even within your heart, you know that this is a lie. But because you believe that this person is in your camp, because this person is your camp, you share that lie. Every time we lie against our own, Nigeria wins without firing a shot. Each time you share a lie, you spread lie against your own, Nigeria win without firing a single shot. It is time to ask ourselves, who truly benefits from our division? Who is truly benefiting from our division? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, this so much division, this so much hate, this so much attack, this so much division, who is benefiting from it? Have you ever sat down within yourself and asked yourself, who is benefiting from this? The silent bullet that Nigeria is using against us is disunity. The silent bullet that Nigeria is using against us as Biafrans is disunity. You can shout and talk and gallivant and do all you want to do. They will sit back and laugh. At the end of the day, you will come back and fight their war for them. You see their conventional media, they don't even pay attention to us. They don't say much about us. They don't give a damn. You know, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was here, you saw that even Musa, the chief of army staff, became a media warrior. That is what we call pressure. That is when you know you are doing something. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was around, Musa himself became a media warrior. Chief of army staff became a media. He began to travel everywhere. He's always in the media. He didn't stop there. Even our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while he was here, Nigeria could not have peace. Asorok, any day he will make a broadcast, Asorok will be stand still. Anytime he's making a broadcast, Asorok will be on standstill. Disunity is more deadly than gun. Disunity is more deadlier than a gun. It kills dream silently. It weakens our collective voice, the strong voice of Biafra that shakes pillars. Disunity weakens it. It makes even the just cause look discouraged, disorganized before the whole world. A just cause that we are fighting, it makes it look disorganized before the whole world. When they see us, the only thing they will look at is these people are disorganized. Because of disunity. Even with our just cause that we are pursuing today, self-determination, a legal cause, a just cause, a right of the Biafran people. But today, because of disunity, when they look at us, what they see is disorganized people. You can continue to deceive yourself. You can continue to pretend that you are doing something. You are doing nothing. Disunity weakens the collective voice of the people. It has made our just cause to be disorganized before the whole world. That is why today you see some little group of people are making waves in the world, even without making a presence the way we make presence. People that don't have the presence we have are being recognized. People that do not have the presence we have on the media. People that do not have the strength we have in population. People that have not done what we've done today. They have a better stance. They are recognized. Their issue at the front line. But in our own case, it's a different ball game. We are fighting the battle that the zoo is supposed to fight. When a nation fighting for freedom cannot unite. It does. It loses respect. When a nation fighting for freedom cannot unite, it loses respect before international observers. When a nation fighting for freedom cannot unite, it loses respect before international observers. Supposedly, we are in a time when we are seeking for recognition. Supposedly, we are in a time we are looking for attention. We want people to hear our voice. We want to be recognized. But when they look, what do they see? Those people you want to recognize you, what do they see? When they look at us, what they see is disorganized people. When they come to media and they watch people who represent you, people who claim to represent you, what they see is disorganized people. You can speak grammar from heaven to hell. You can talk and chat and have 1 million people looking at you and following you. But what they see are disorganized people. When the enemies sees confusion among us, they infiltrate us easily, very, very easy. The confusion creates a very clear road and loophole for them to fall in. When we hate one another, we help them destroy us from the inside. When we hate one another, we help the enemy destroy ourselves from the inside. We make the job easy for them. That is why I say Nigeria is doing nothing. They are not even doing anything against us. They are not. We are the one doing the groundwork for them. We are the one in the front line fighting the battle on their behalf. A divided people can never be free. A divided people can never, ever be free. Only united minds can break chains. Only united mind can break chains. So when you see all this, you begin to wonder, those who claim that they need freedom, do they really need freedom? From their actions, from their behaviors, do they really need freedom? You can imagine, if you as a Biafran could see those things, imagine how somebody who is not a Biafran, an outsider, will look at you. Imagine how the international communities that you are calling upon will look at you. It is so messy. It is so messy. We are not talking about maybe just a group, not just 2, not 3. Multiple disorganization and different voices on different angles. And in front stage, all are in front stage, doing different things, attacking each other openly on the front stage. If it were to be on the lower stage, you can say maybe it's not visible, it's not seen, but the disunity is so visible that a blind man can see it. That even a foreigner who decided to look into the issue and say, let's see what they are doing, the only thing he's going to see, first of all, is that disunity. Disorganized people. It is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking with all the effort that our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have put in place to make us united. Mazi came and put effort, took all the shame, took all the blame and insult, and he brought us together. Today, we have fallen apart again. Worse than you can ever be. Today, we are worse than we can ever be. The poison in this our struggle, more especially, is dishonesty. There is lots of dishonesty in the struggle as we speak among us. Dishonesty. the silent poison among us. Silent poison that some of us, even when they identify it, they continue to align with it. Dishonesty. Many now use the name of Biafra for personal benefit, personal interest, personal glory, for fame, for money, and for political gain. That is the order of the day today. That is the order of the day. Many now use the name of Biafra for personal benefit, for fame, for money, for political gains. Dishonesty is when you know the truth, but twist it to favor your interest. When you know the truth, you will know that this is the truth. But you will twist it to favor your interest. And in the present day, we are seeing dishonesty to the highest level. People will know the truth, but they will twist it to favor their own personal interest. Dishonesty. Dishonesty is when you pretend to fight for freedom, but secretly sabotage the movement. Dishonesty. Dishonesty is when you spread rumors and lies about your brother instead of standing beside him or her. Sometimes you come in their presence, you laugh and you smile. Then you go in the inbox, you begin to spread lies, propaganda, rumors, unfounded rumors. You begin to tell lies against your brother, your sister, who has not done anything. The only evil that the person have done is that the person have come to volunteer to pursue the cause of Biafra, which is something that belongs to all of us, to fight for self-determination of the Biafran people. But all you do is to push your dishonesty, to go and spread rumors, lies about your brother, about your sister, instead of standing beside him or her. Honesty doesn't divide, it heals. Truth doesn't destroy, it rebuilds. It is high time we return to truth, even when it is bitter. It is high time we go back to the truth, even when it is bitter. It doesn't matter how bitter it is. It is high time. But the most dangerous thing today is that people have different things in their hand as the truth. People have different things in their hand. They confess as the truth. Okeke is saying the truth. Okafor is saying the truth. Nobody agrees that he is lying. But within you, inside you, you know you are lying. You know. You yourself. Don't wait for other people to convince you. You know. When you lie, you know you are lying. Because you can lie to yourself. But you project it to the people as a truth. The tool of our oppressors. One of the tools of our oppressors. Hate has turned our own people into tools for the enemy. The enemies we are fighting today, they don't even need to go too far. They don't need to go too far. Nigeria doesn't need to fight. They don't even need to give you the money. Nigeria they don't even need to approach you. Many of us are fighting the battle for them, even without them approaching them. Not for money, not for anything, but hate. Hate has turned our own people into tools for the enemies. We've allowed tribal hate, regional hate, religious hate, ego hate, to destroy our unity. Some people like the both Christians but denominational hate. Just because you're from different denomination. You're from different state, I'm from different state. For that, you cannot be on top. You cannot, what you say will not happen. Because you speak a different dialect, I speak a different dialect, it doesn't, whatever you say doesn't count. We've allowed tribal hate, religious hate, ego hate to destroy the unity that we are supposed to use to conquer the enemy. We can't claim to love Biafra while you hate your fellow Biafran. How on earth can you claim? You open your mouth, you say you love Biafra. You confess Biafra so much that you write it on your forehead. You wear clothes written Biafra. It is everywhere. You carry the flag. You carry a picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa in your forehead. You call them. You pray the prayer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You shout about it. But at the same time, you hate your fellow Biafran so much. You hate your fellow Biafran that you can't even stand them. You hate them for nothing. And you go ahead, you lie against it. And at the same time, you claim to love Biafra. You don't love Biafra. You don't love Biafra. You can't say you want freedom when your words destroy those who fight beside you. How can you claim? You'll be claiming that you want freedom when your word destroy those who fight beside you. You destroy them with your words. Some of them, they don't even speak in the public. They go underground and begin to spill lies, unfounded lies against their brother, against their sister. And they will come out and tell you they are fighting for freedom. And most times, these lies are pushed against the genuine people who are genuinely with their whole heart. They came genuinely to make the sacrifice. But some faceless people will come and then push lies. Some of those people that push the lies can't even be bold enough to come out and show their face who they are. Most of them that challenge you cannot even come out and show their face who they are. But they go ahead and push lies and hate to discourage somebody who has devoted him or herself to do something, to discourage you. And they will come and say they are fighting for freedom. You can't say you want freedom when your words, the words that you utter from your mouth, destroy those who fight beside you. Nigeria doesn't need to kill us. We are already killing each other with hate. Nigeria doesn't need to fire bullets. The killing that is disturbing us today is the one that we are doing to ourselves. That is the one that is hindering us from moving forward. Not Nigeria. Not Nigerian bullet and imprisonment. It can't move around. Whatever they're doing doesn't make sense. But the main thing that is the main loss of life that we are seeing is the one we are doing to ourselves. Nigeria doesn't need to kill us because we are already killing each other with hate. It is sad. It is very sad, but it's a hard truth. And as we speak today, wherever it affects you, you know yourself better than I do. You know yourself. I know myself. Let your conscience judge you. As you come across this message, let your conscience judge you, whoever you are. As I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. Let your conscience, let our conscience judge us. Do we still remember the spirit of our ancestors? How many of us still remember the spirit of our ancestors? How many of us still remember the Igbo Biafrans? More especially the Igbo Biafrans. That is where the cocoa is. More especially the Igbo Biafrans. How many of us remember the spirit of our ancestors? How many of us still remember it? Simply means, let no one abandon his brother. For those who don't understand Igbo. The spirit of our ancestors, simply means, let no one abandon his brother. Let no one abandon his brother or his sister. This is the foundation of Biafra. Love, unity, justice, and truth. And that was why we were able to survive 3 good years of war against the whole world. Not against Nigeria. It is because of this spirit of Onyangala. Let no one abandon his brother. We were together and we fought 3 good years against the world powers. Namely, the British, the French, the Russians, the US to an extent, and other countries of the world, the world powers, fought against the little Biafra, and we fought for 3 good years. Including the Arab nations sending foot soldiers to fight along with Nigeria. And we stood them, fought for 3 good years before they came up with their no victor, no vanquish. In which we know there is victor, there is vanquish. But we accepted it to move on. Do you still remember that spirit? How many of us still have that spirit in us? How many of us still remember that spirit which we conquered, which we fought through for 3 good years with little or nothing? Nothing. We started the war with nothing. No single mortar. Biafrans had nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Because Biafrans were not prepared for the war. We never envisaged war at any point in time. Ojukwu was never preparing for war. It wasn't as if we were prepared for it. Ojukwu was only trying to protect the people and keep them in a place where they'll be safe. He wasn't preparing for war. And in one of his messages, he said, even when Biafrans were fighting, they were fighting reluctantly because that wasn't what they signed in for. They were able to stand for 3 good years because of the spirit of Onyangala. Where is that spirit today? Where is that unity today? Where is that love? Where is that justice? Where is that truth among us today? And you think you can fight through without these things. You're wasting your time. You can continue to pretend that all is well. Continue to pretend you can do it. My prayer is that those who are holding the key of the unity, Chukwu should send them to do the needful. I made a message that I made on the day of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court. Every day that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes to court, go and watch all the platforms of Biafra. They straighten up. Any day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes to the court, every platform will fall in line. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter who you support. It doesn't matter your ideology. Everybody will fall on line. In this platform, we have almost 800 people watching live. Likewise, in other platforms, focusing on one particular agenda. But after that, to your tent, O Israel, people build their camp. They go back to their camp. Some people want you to speak in the way they want. Some people want to direct you what to say. Some people want to just create enmity with you because you don't support what they support. You don't speak the way they speak. You don't do what they want you to do. They create enmity. The enmity continues. The only day we've discovered ourselves, only one day, is the any day that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes to court. Secondly, the day that Mazi Nnamdi goes to court, these 2 days, any day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Nnamdi go to court, you will see the difference. You can notice the difference. Simply just visit platforms to platforms. You look at the content they present and the way people speak and what they do. The Biafran platforms, you see them. Everybody will fall in line and speak in one voice. It's unfortunate. But we will never give up. No matter how difficult it is, we will continue. But we must continue to speak. And we must continue to do what we have to do when we have to do them. And there's no going back. It is united or nothing. We must rebuild trust. It is a must. We must rebuild trust among ourselves. We must forgive one another. We must rebuild trust and we must forgive one another. We must speak truth in love, not in hate. Every activist, every Biafran agitator, every voice, every Biafran at home and abroad, let us reconnect as one. It is time for us to reconnect as one people. Because if we remain divided, we will remain enslaved. It is a fact. You can pretend for all I care. You can continue to listen to those who will paint word for you and tell you that it is finished, it is done. Nothing is done. You can't achieve anything in disunity. We must rebuild trust. We must forgive one another. We must speak truth in love, not in hate. Every activist, every voice, every Biafran, home and abroad, let us reconnect as one. Now, not tomorrow. Because if we remain divided, we will remain enslaved. But if we unite, nothing, I repeat, nothing can stop Biafra. Nothing can stop it. Let every one of us rise above bitterness. There's a lot of bitterness among us. A lot of bitterness. And it is not hidden. Most times, even when you see people speak, sometimes you might be handling a particular topic, you see somebody just come into the topic and begin to speak in a manner, you begin to wonder if there is another crime you committed apart from that very topic you are treating. Somebody will come and be displaying so much bitterness and so much, I can't understand. It is high time for us to rise above bitterness. Let us drop that ego. Drop it. Drop it now. Drop the ego. Let's remember that our common enemy is not among us. It's the system that has oppressed us for decades. For decades. Why are we forgetting about it? Why are we forgetting about the real enemy out there? Why are we forgetting about the common enemy that we have? The common enemy that we have. The common enemy that every one of us have. Every one of us. Why are we forgetting about that? It is time for us to begin to do things differently. It doesn't matter how angry you are. Even on this program that I'm making today, I know some people will be angry. Some people are watching. Even when some of them come and see the title, they are watching to hear what I'm going to say. Some have put their camera on recording to record and see what you want to say, so that they can use for analyzing themselves, to make themselves happy, to have a content. Each time you castigate your brother in public, you disgrace your brother online, you call them name, you are doing that yourself. And you are making, you are trying to ridicule the same determination we are pursuing. And you are making the world to see us as people that are disorganized. I pray and hope that we will change the way we do things and stop all this pretense, all this bitterness, all these lies, all these blackmails. Stop it and focus on things that matters. We have come a long way, and it is high time we stop working for the enemies and work for our freedom. We have worked for them for a long time. Let us change the narratives. Let us change the narratives. And I pray that we'll have a change of heart in the new course that we are going to pursue. You're welcome, my brothers. I can see my brother Greg is already there. I can see Oluchimwa God, and I see my brother Kochux is there. Thank you all for joining me on today's program. I appreciate you for being around. And let's hear from our brother Greg. Our brother Greg, take the mic and speak to us while we progress for today. Bro Greg, if you're there, unmute yourself and speak to us.
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, Mazi.
You're welcome, my brother.
My greetings to all our brothers in the house. Coaches, God. My greetings to all the Biafrans listening. Thank you, Mazi, for the opportunity this morning. May God take control. Today, Tuesday, we thank God for our lives. Every day we wake up is a blessing and a miracle. And we must always thank Him for giving us the opportunity to stand to pray for our leaders who are in dungeon suffering for us. They are the most important thing for us this time around. For their well-being, their health, their condition, and everything. And therefore we pray to Almighty God in His infinite mercy to have mercy, especially on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health. That God, who are able to make the blind see, able to make the lame man to walk, who make testimonies happen everywhere for what He is doing and what He continues to do. We visit our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and touch every part of his system and heal him. We know our God is able to do that. And we commit him totally unto the hand of the healing God to possess him and heal him and build him. And our leader Mazi Simon Ekpa, the PM, that God who saved Suzanne from injustice and lies and blackmailing and propaganda, when the enemies who have interest on her fell and gang up against her, the same enemy who gang up against Mazi Simon Ekpa, that they will fail, and the pit they dig for Simon, just like a Mordecai, and they will be hanged like Haman, who planned for the death of these Jewish children and the death of Mordecai, and God turned it around, and they used the same measure He planned for him and hanged him. And we know that our God is still able to do that, and He will do it for Biafrans. And those who are ganging up against Dr. Ngozi and all the cabinet, and even the medias who are real, that the same God will fight this battle for them. and fight for the freedom of Biafra. And he, the Biafra land, especially the Igbo land, all this will bring to his most high hand in the name of his son, Jesus Christ, this morning. Thank you, Mazi. I love your headline this morning. It is what is happening, and it's a very big shame. But before I go into it very well, I will sing just one or two that Spirit Coma said. Also, ekwena mmadụ eme ajọ ihe. Ekwena mmadụ eme ajọ ihe. N'ihi na ajọ ihe na-agba ụgwọ. And ekwena mmadụ ekwu ajọ okwu. N'ihi na ajọ okwu na-agba ụgwọ ya. You know, in this Biafra we are fighting, in this freedom we are fighting, it is true that there is nowhere that there will be no saboteur. It is true there is no freedom fighting where they fight freedom all over the world, where there is no saboteur. It has never happened. Even when you read news, you will see some Russians who arrested some of their men. America have arrested some people who sabotaged them. Even Ukraine have arrested some of the people who they believe that have been sabotaging them. Yes, there will be a saboteur. But where I'm coming from is I'm not disappointed with some people. There is some people who will do something and I will totally be disappointed. And as I say it, you know, it's always good for you, Mazi, choose. You don't normally like to mention names. That is good. But sometimes, ana demma awu na atubuga nkita ihe me were ya gosi ya. Because when you call somebody who is doing good, he will continue doing his good. I will start from the people I have respect for, and I think they are doing it good. They were not in our own team players. I will start from Mazi 5-5 Vision. He is not in our team.
My brother, please, let's just maintain that policy I have here. Don't call anybody's name.